Hey, there we go. Looks like we're rolling live here again. Not sure what happened there last time, but yeah, it looked like we just kind of got shut off somehow. So yeah, we are still here just building. Strixhaven Year 1 add-on, okay. Just a lot of monotony here. Adding all of these things one at a time. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely looks like you guys had some abnormalities on your side as it goes with the recent stream we just did. Can't fathom why it would shunt me out of here though. So much to add on though. I don't know, maybe. Can't imagine it would give a shit, but there we go. Alright, fantastic. Let's see. Cavern Crawl was added. Goodness gracious. Critical chart, critical fail, critical hit. Yeah, we don't use those anymore. Cute creatures. Aw. Sure is taking a while. There we go. Alright, cute creatures. Dan's deck of instant dungeons. That's one of the first things I bought on Roll20, but then quickly pivoted away from that. I thought that was a pretty cool idea at the time, but then as I got more attached to the dynamic lighting and preparation side of maps, having a deck where it was just like, this is the next room, and then you just kind of free play it after that, became less desirable. What's going on, Adam? Ken? Hello, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that last stream right there. I was talking for 20 minutes straight, not one bit of interaction. I could see that Diego and Josh were watching, but it still said 0 viewers, so I don't know what happened with that last one. Just a weird glitch stream. Alright, but we're going to check out the Instant Dungeon again. Deck of Riddles, Deep Magic Volume 1 add-on. What is that going to add on? I thought that was just a book of spells. Does it have... Oh, perhaps new magic items? Why would you have to add it in separately, though? Let's investigate. So yeah, here's how the Instant Dungeons deck would work. Just start off on this blank screen, and then here's your first room. Alright. Pretty sweet setup. I don't know why they don't snap to the grid, so you gotta kind of be a little precise in that respect. And then after you finish that, your next room is... Nope, it's a crossroad. So, kind of a cool setup. Definitely something we can make use of at some point in the future. Multi-sided. Are there? Ah, okay. So what do? Nope. Whatever. Not anything that we're going to be delving too much into. We came here for the deep magic stuff. Huh. Interesting. I mean, this stuff should all be in the compendium, so I guess I question the necessity of also having it in the journal if it's just readily available. Like, let's look up the beer domain. There. Is it right? I guess the subclass. So that's what it is there. And then right here, I mean, yeah, this is how it looks in the book, so the difference is the artwork. Otherwise, it's same information. Huh. Whatever. I guess that's the answer, though. There might have also been magic items if I had taken a little more time there, too, so... Definitely something that might have more to it than I'm aware. Alright, well with that being the case, let's add the Deep Magic Volume 2. Just crowd the shit out of this game page. Boop, 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 boop. Uh-huh. Necropoli. Alright. See what the heck that is. Something tells me it's German. Or Austrian, maybe. Smoother play, new features, updated tools. Enjoy the new FX tool. Well, let's take a look at it, see what we get. Ooh, fire breath, huh? Whoa. Okay. Charm breath. Breath beam, rocket. I mean, it's all the same. Holy, yep. That's kind of cool. What will really be cool is if they give players access to this, because that's always been the one thing lacking. Is I used to point that out to the players in the early days, like make use of this because it's super cool that you can just like create your own magical effects on the screen, and nobody was ever able to get it to work. Otherwise, for my side, it's still the same effects. It's just a different format of how to access it. But yeah, we were looking for D Necropolis or something. Yeah, what is this here? Yar! It's Egyptian. Alright. Guess that makes sense. What's the other? Not the traditional kind of map that we would use, but might be something that has use in the future. You never know. Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a Diet Coke here. Be back in just a second, friends. Oh goodness. Alright, back and back. So, door puzzles, yeah, those are always fun. Don't need to load those in for this, though. Drow Hard, 3 levels of sheer adventure. Well, okay. So what's everybody up to? What's your Fridays looking like? What's your weekends looking like? Talk to me, talk to me. I'm not the greatest conversationalist. I'm not usually up for some chit chat, but seems like a stream like this would be the perfect opportunity for a little Q&A or just some general C&C chit and chat, if you will. DMG add-on. I think those are tokens. Ethereal Plane, yep. We played a few adventures of that last year with Sunday G2 before they merged into G4 and became Sunday G24. Working BS. Oh man, I feel you on that, brother. I am thankful and grateful to be done with work for today, at least. This weekend I'll have some side gig nonsense that I gotta knock out, scrape up a few extra bucks, that kind of thing. Minotaur Maze, yeah, I remember I bought this one and I was hoping to use it for G4 because there was a maze that they were gonna go in through, and you can barely call it maze. Like, it's literally a giant room with like an encircling passageway. So the only maze to it is, do you come in through the north, west, or east passageway? And then of course that's when I found some of the more devious mazes that stymied our Sunday G3 group for, I want to say, 6 sessions. What's that, like 3 months of gameplay that they were stuck in that maze? Easiest DMing gig I ever had. Just watch them running around back and forth, back and forth. Alright, now we got some dynamic setups here. So these are all the maps and adventure modules that don't get added in through the create a page for whatever reason. And if they're maps that I'm adding on, like they say here, just dynamic and then what have you, these are the ones that I bought where the artist actually lit them themselves. So save me some time, pay them a few extra bucks. And yes, indeed, the cargo runner, that might be... I was thinking that might be the judicial, but I feel like it's probably not. But I believe the judicial is one of these that's pre-lit. I definitely did not light that fucking Star Destroyer. At least I don't think I did. I don't remember doing that. I don't remember a lot of shit though. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Adam. I know at least one person in the who was in that group who was growing particularly frustrated with it, but it was definitely something that I had a lot of fun with. So what did we do? City Docks? I lost track here. Yes, we did City Docks. Desert Dungeon, I believe, is where we're at. Okay, dynamic. Pyramid Temple. Oh yeah. I kept our core group of gamers occupied with this Pyramid Temple for, man, we were playing every week, like 6-hour sessions minimum back then when we played this, and I feel like it took them at least a month and a half, 2 months to get all the way through that, because it's a pretty big place. But then I try to maximize the space that I'm given too, even if sometimes you have to kind of stretch the bounds of believability. Sometimes it's just how it is. Sometimes you want to have a little bit of that video game logic in your TTRPG. Sometimes you want it a little bit more foundational and true to the laws of physics, but I never fucking took physics, so I'm just kind of like, whatever. I think that's up and that's down. I'm kind of beyond that, is like, whatever. That's physics, right? Up and down? Up, up, down, down? Left, right, left, right? Occurred to me today that part of DMing and having a community like this and trying to tie in all these storylines, it's like part wrestling promoter, like trying to book all of these people, get them scheduled on the same nights, and get their story angles to line up together. Definitely one way to look at it. Biomechanical. Alrighty. Like I said at the start of this is going to be time consuming. And I guess the whole intro that I did was just kind of lost because apparently it was a 30-second stream that nobody was able to see. But I was just starting to say that this is a long overdue project. It's been sitting in the wings for a number of years. I began doing this in 2017. Trying to organize all of the different map and token packs that I have, and it just eventually became one of those projects that fell by the wayside. I lost track of it. I stopped doing it, whatever the reason was, and whatever, I mean, if history's any indication, that's what's going to happen again this time. But we're going to keep on pushing forward and hopefully establish some degree of organization, because I'm sure on at least a few occasions I've bought a map pack that I probably didn't need to because I just wanted something true and reflective in the minute. But it could have been something as simple as a specific kind of door or table or magic item or any kind of scene dressing that might not be located under the keyword that I would think to search for it, but it's likely included in a pack of tokens that I already own. So if I just took the time to organize and set all this shit up, then I could probably save myself a few bucks in the long run. But then there's the whole time equals money thing, so where where exactly do you balance? Ice Caves up next. Okay. This was maybe the first dynamic dungeon that I bought, and I don't think the party ever made their way there. So we've got some ice caves, potentially for use in the future. The mines I do believe we played, possibly even if they're the same mines as recently as Monday Night Crew, this last Coalescence campaign. What's happening out there in Streamland? What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us here today on this. Well, I don't know if it's hot where you are, but yeah, we're in a heat wave here in Vegas, so dynamic mines. Okay. Next up, we have ruins. And sewers. Looks like we got ourselves a fire plane here as well. That's pretty cool. I think that might have been what we used for the Wednesday table when they got dropped into the fire demi plane with the Thugnificent Red Dragon. And then if I caught a peek of this correctly, yeah, the Habitation Ring. That's where G3 got into their week-long scuffle against the Cactuar. A fun little map, also where we met Dr. Karen, one of the shorter-lived NPCs. I wonder why. Ivory Ruins Desert. That does not sound familiar. That quick Cactuar. A lot of fun playing that thing. Dr. Mega Ultra bitchy Karen. She wasn't even bitchy. She was just in a state of lament. And our party felt like picking on her. Dynamic Keep. Huh. I want to check that out. Yeah, let's see what we're looking at. Alright. Nagatomi cloning facility. Where did this come from? Oh, is this from the Drow Hard? I get it now. So it's like Die Hard, it's a Christmas adventure, but it's like for Drow. That's funny. And it's the Nagatomi Cloning Laboratory? Okay. That's fun. What's the token library, though? That's what I wanted to look at. The different Drow. Okay. This isn't cheap vintage wine. Ain't wasting none of the good stuff on her, huh? Wow, look at all these maps. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, here was one possible starship for our previous Coalescence campaign, but it was smaller even than the Dragon Lotus that we used for our collective parties at the beginning. So it's a cool map. It's something that could still have use someday. I'm sure it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. But the original intent for it definitely kind of went by the wayside. Oh, here's the desert dungeon. Oh, yeah, right. I did send... This is actually where we did our first open table campaign back in late... Yeah, maybe like this was year 2. This would have been 22 into early 23 when we played the open table games, and it was like most weeks like just 2 or 3 players, and it was usually just Don and Justin, and occasionally Ben would show up, and that kind of defeated the purpose of the open table games because I wanted to meet new players. I wanted people... I watched a lot of D&D streams, and a common thing that I saw from people who were also watching was like, wow, this looks like a lot of fun. Can I play? So I thought, well, maybe I can kind of tap into that interest from the player base and provide a game. That was all the intent, was a game for a number of players who were not part of the community. And for whatever reason, well, I know the reason now. My marketing and my connecting of the dots are not always the best. The reason we never got any players for those games is because I was constantly recruiting from within the Role-Playing Unlimited Discord server and Facebook group, which, granted, the Facebook group has like 600 plus people, but they're all friends of one person, and they all don't necessarily play D&D. They're kind of in the community, but they're not necessarily like hardcore gamers. So we never found any players. And then at the beginning of 2023 is when it dawned on me, like, well, maybe instead of trying to recruit from within my own Facebook group, maybe there are other Facebook groups dedicated to finding new players. And ding, that's where all of a sudden, where like 90% of you came from. Either you posting that you were looking for a game, or me posting that I was looking for players, and you jumped in from that. Yeah, we've got all these beautiful maps. Oh yeah, look at this. Familiar ground right here. Don't throw no fireballs there, Sarge. My only disappointment about that map is I wish it was like twice this size. It's just not big enough for a habitation ring for like the scale of the battle that I wanted to run. I don't need it to be the entire ring, but like give me a quarter of it or so. Like you're giving me like less than that here. Oh, okay, here's that dynamic keep. Wow. Yeah, this I don't... No, this was used as well, wasn't it? Goodness, when did we use this? That's a good thing. When the DM forgets that when we specifically used it, it's almost guaranteed the players aren't going to remember. And I feel like what we did use it for was so fleeting. Like it was just like, okay, here's the keep, we're here to defend it, or probably something in that respect. But yeah, I don't think we spent a terrible amount of time there. We definitely never went down here. Are these all secret rooms? I think they are. Wow, that is some piss poor dynamic lighting right there. Any player worth their salt is going to spot this secret door like nothing. Just for future map designers or aspiring map designers. That's how you want to do it. You want to line it up as close as you can to the existing lines so it blends in perfectly. Yeah, this might have been their first go at some dynamic lighting. Some of these lines look a little crooked. Like they didn't use the line thing, like they actually physically like just tried to draw something with their mouse. Interesting. Nice map overall though. Searched on Facebook and y'all popped up. Dude, I love it. Especially if what we have to offer is what you are interested in. That is something we love even more. Not every table is fit for every player. Not every player is fit for every table. But we have a pretty awesome little family here. And I am just overwhelmed and overjoyed on a consistent basis with how evolved the evolution of Role-Playing Unlimited over the 3.5 years we've been doing this now. Okay, so that's our keep. Dynamic lights and spells add-on. This looks fun. I feel like we've used that on a number of occasions. And see, this is like the smaller portion of the maps that we have access to. Next time I jump in to the game page, I'll try to remember to show you. I mean, as a matter of fact, let's just knock that out right now, because I don't know why I'm trying to convince you of the enormity and tediousness of this task, but I don't know. I think I experience on a day-to-day basis, how do I say this? A general lack of trust and belief. Like, even in the most basic things. Like, I could say, hey, like, look out there. The sun is out. It's daytime. And, like, people will kind of, like, at least half the time, like, have to go check for themselves, because I don't know. I give off a distrustful vibe or something, or I'm not the most confident in the way I present myself. So I'm not certain what it is there, but I think it's for that reason that I just kind of come into a situation assuming that I need to kind of go that extra length to prove that what I'm saying is correct. Even if nobody asked. So here are the marketplace purchases. This is what I was talking about as far as outside the game page, everything that I'm loading in here. That's the smaller section of maps. Those are the dynamically lit maps. Those are maps and things that come as part of a Pro Roll20 subscription. They come as part of modules as well that have their own maps built into them. These right here are all of the individual map and token and effect packs that I have purchased or have been gifted by our community over the last 9 years since I've been playing on Roll20, and that's why this is just such an enormously daunting task trying to organize all of this, because yeah, this is gonna take some time. I don't even want to try to calculate the cost of all of this. It would be... I feel like overall it would be depressing. But it's hard to calculate too, because some of these like were on sale. Some of them came as part of like this one right here, the Greek for 6. Like, I could have bought all these individually, or I believe she had. Well, she's easy to remember because I just bought these like 2-3 weeks ago. So she had like 8 of her token packs combined into one deal, which beyond that was even like 30% off. So even then, like trying to guess what the total cost of this stuff would just be a guess. But it's pretty mind-blowing just how many assets we have here. And this right here is number one. Why, whenever anybody presents to me the idea of, have you thought of playing on D&D Beyond? Have you thought of moving over to Foundry? Have you thought of playing on these other virtual tabletop platforms? Yes, but this right here is why I stay Roll20. I don't feel like I'm trapped or locked into Roll20. I'm very happy with the experience, with the product that they've been putting out. I've been with them for a decade now. But a lot of these map packs, like it's just a fiscal responsibility at some point. Like, yeah, you might get a few extra bells and whistles by switching over to Foundry. You might be able to include a larger portion of your player base on the same platform they're all familiar with by switching to D&D Beyond. But all of these maps right here and all of these additions and the Kobold press books that we have that wouldn't be available necessarily on D&D Beyond, just a lot of pros to keeping it on Roll20. What's going on there, Mike? Hope you're doing well, man. Much love to you, dude. It's a big old hug coming at you. We got some Pathfinder stuff here as well. Can easily be used for D&D as long as there's no mechanical stuff attached to it. Portal packs, cartographer. Oh yeah, there's just so much. I haven't toyed around with this too much, but I did buy this last year when I was getting down a puzzle kick. Potion puzzles. This will be something fun that we can definitely do, especially with any of our... My voice is duplicated. How is that possible? Maybe you're listening to me on 2 different setups at once. Let me see what it sounds like here. Test. Yeah, sounds okay on my side here too. So yeah, it might just be a something on your side there. Maybe somehow you opened up Twitch twice. I don't know how you would. But yeah, there's these potion puzzles here, which can be pretty cool. Well, that's not going to help anybody. Let's change map layer, and that's still not the most helpful. But yeah, basic stuff like this. Ah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, I was hoping I hadn't been rambling for the last 40 minutes and people are listening to me. I'm talking double here. Womp womp. Alright. Advanced transform, what is that? Oh, yeah, sure. So yeah, potion puzzles. Something that we will have eventually. Quick encounters. I've mentioned his name numerous times throughout the years here on our streaming side of Roll20. Deservedly so. I have obtained maps from a number of very talented designers and artists in the Roll20 community. None more so than Gabriel Picard. All of these quick encounter maps right here are all of his design. They all tend to be 25 by 25 maps, which is your kind of standard encounter. But they're just... There's a beauty in the simplicity. Like, a lot of people do things perhaps more artistically, perhaps more complex. I have just personally always found Gabriel's maps to be like super cool, and he always includes like these cool little additions here. Like you might just get your basic map right here, and then I just plug that in, and I go to the dynamic lighting, I light it all up, and good to go. But things like this are huge time and money savers, because otherwise I could be in the middle of something and mid-session somebody casts a spell or does an effect that creates a need for some rubble, and maybe I don't know where I already have some, or maybe I don't already have some, and including it in your overall map pack, including some extra bridges and things just so you can kind of more customize the maps that he gives you, super cool, super cool. We have played every table at Roleplaying Unlimited has played on a Gabriel Picard map at one point or another. Save versus Cave. This is another one that I've gotten into more over the recent years. Similar to Gabriel Picard, a lot of the 25 by 25, but you also got some smaller 15 by 15 areas as well. This one right here's the Cavernous Depths. I kept the Wednesday table occupied with the Cavernous Depths for 15, 18 sessions. I do believe it was. You guys will recognize some of these features. Especially the face overlay here. The origin of the energy fairy. Oh, there's there she is. There's the energy fairy. Still fate unknown. Presumably killed by the Fiend Lord Abhadanalia, but then that Fiend Lord even showed up during Endgame to help us out against Nihilus, but we don't know what the fate of any of those characters are now that we're in Chapter 4. So, yeah, this is the longer haul right here of trying to sort all of the different maps and tokens, and this is the reason why this stream exists, why this organizational process is necessary. And yeah, I honestly don't know that I will ever complete this. It's I think it's a worthy aspiration to try to get some kind of hold on all of this, to try to organize it in some respect. But good lord, it is not easy, especially because I feel like the frequency with which I gain new maps and tokens to our library is generally quicker than I'm able to organize it. And then you take into account how many games that are run here on a weekly basis, and yeah, that's really it. Dynamic ocean floor has been added, so now we continue with sea ships. Additionally, J-Man, who is going to be running a new Tuesday campaign here in the coming months or so, he asked me to look into my token packs to see if I had anything that fit certain themes that might work for what he's trying to design. And like, yeah, I know that I have some of these things, but I can't really say with any degree of accuracy. So this also helps out a bit in that respect, trying to get all this organized so that I can present it to him when the time comes. So there's our sewage. Got that all set. Got that dynamic. Wait a minute. Did we already do these? Dynamic. Okay, let's kill that. Sewage is the last one we did. So steampunk airships. There we go. See if we can at least get through the E's before I gotta close this out. Go pick up my lovely wife from work. And then get a little shut-eye before Friday night Dragonlance kicks off. So Eberron, Rising from the Last War add-on. Okay. We'll take it. Oh, goodness. I mean, look at that already. And that's just adding it in. That's not even sorting through it. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to sort through it. I just know I need all of these things in one place that isn't drag, drop, add on, and then try to figure out what it is after that. Like, I need to have all that out of the way first. Enter Hydra. That looks like Marvel. Everyday Heroes maps. Interesting. You can definitely tell this page is already starting to get a little stuttery with the load-in times and what have you. So I don't know. My initial hope that I wouldn't have to do this on multiple pages, might not be reality. Okay, so yeah, I think that'll do it right there. That's going to take us to Ease. And then let's take a little sneak peek here at tonight's Dragonlance game. I think. Oh, there you are. So, yes, our characters for tonight's Dragonlance game will be proceeding from the Elven encampment here at Exile's End. They've already left that site and got themselves into this map, I think. Yep. Yeah, we had ourselves an overland encounter with some dragonels, dragon-like creatures. After the canyons suddenly flooded, there was going to be a potential for some giant sharks inside of the flooded canyons instead of the wasteland dragonels over the open flats. So that was where we ended off last session. And yeah, we've got a lot of maps here to come. But yeah, after they finish that, we've got 3 locations to check here. We got a lighthouse, a tower, and a hidden cave. I think they said they were going to go check the lighthouse first, but I'm not exactly positive. So we'll see later on tonight just what they have in mind. Just shoot, like 4 hours from now. So yeah, we will be back with you before you know it, friends. We'll just hang out here for a few minutes on our stream ending screen, close it out with some good music, and a special thanks to each of you for coming to check out this organizational attempt here today. Thank you so much here on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. This is Tragically HP coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, signing off and reminding you as always, there is no RU without you. See you tonight, friends.